Hello everybody, my name is Sir Douglas Fresh, and today I want to talk about a problem that has been bugging me for a pretty long time. And I call this problem orbital collision theory. And basically, it has to do with two bodies who have so much gravitational attraction that when they come near each other in space, they come into orbit. Now, I want to find out if we can find a relationship between the line that they enter into each other's gravitational field and the distance of the total spiral before they eventually collide. So let's talk about that today. Orbital collision theory states that two bodies whose paths travel close enough to each other are either headed for collision via orbiting each other, or if the attraction cannot overcome their momentum, they will head off in different directions. This attraction may be very one-sided, such as that of the Earth and the Sun. Now, when looking at the path celestial bodies take on an eventual collision, we have a curly spiraling line, aka an orbit. This line can be thought of as a distance, the total elliptical movement that bodies take when orbiting. By measuring the total length of this spiral line, we can compare that with the angle that the two bodies were originally moving towards each other at to find a relationship. If we examine the angles that the original two bodies were headed towards each other, compared with the length of the actual spiral throughout their dance to collision, we can create a relationship between the two. Thus, the shortest path, or a direct collision, is a 0-degree angle, and the greatest path is the farthest angle that maintains enough gravitational attraction to bring bodies into orbit. This angle is measured using a right-angle triangle, with the opposite side being the closest that the two bodies get to each other. The path of the body becomes a hypotenuse to this right-angle triangle. Finding the cosine will give us the angle that we're looking for. Because the bodies are moving, both will display this property. Unless the bodies come into direct contact with the center of gravity hitting directly at the other center of gravity, there will always be this angle. Orbital collision theory states that there must be a relationship, not yet described in science, between this angle and the entire length of the orbit of two bodies before they eventually come into collision. This theory assumes that both objects are undisturbed by other celestial bodies and changes in their momentum by outside forces. With all that being said, this is far more than I could ever hope to solve, so I hope that some genius out there figures this out and we can use it to help figure out how we got into orbit and how all the planets surrounding this great sun came into being. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being awesome. Love you all. Peace.